Well, here we are. Stuff's on fire. I'm not really going to talk about any of the specifics of the nonsense that you see on the screen right now. But I will offer a suggestion. Uh, you probably know of an old dude, right? It's probably your uncle. It's probably your uncle. Let's call him Bob, right? And he's not a snappy dresser. He's not. He's not. And he's very unimpressive guy. All right. Um, and you may have heard your family talk about him in sort of hushed tones. You know, he's your dad's brother. Uh, but he's usually got a Pink Floyd T-shirt on, and he's got some jeans on, or whatever. But you know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about, right? Um, Uncle Bob. What I want you to do, what would may make sense, and we'll talk about the exceptions after this, is to call Uncle Bob on the phone and say, Uncle Bob, it's been a while. I'm sorry. Thanks for sending me the $40 for my birthday. I'm sorry I didn't send you something back. Whatever. But I have a favor to ask you, and that is, Bob, please don't tell my mom. Please don't tell my mom. But what I need from you is 2 grams of psilocybin mushrooms. We're not talking about, portobellos or oyster mushrooms or anything. Psilocybin mushrooms. These are psychedelics, and I will go into the reasons not to do this. Uh, First of all, maybe illegal in certain places, lots of places probably. I don't know about Europe. It's in the United States. It's sort of like it'll probably be the next thing to be decriminalized here. They already decriminalized marijuana in most states. Here it's coming along, and I don't know how readily available they are, in various places, but Bob knows how to get them. So, and the other reason not to do it is if you were maybe neuroatypical, like you have, you know, borderline personality disorder, or some real, some real syndrome that might cause problems if that psychedelics may cause problems for it. And get online and look for it in that case. But if you are just if you're just a normal person who's passionate about software, and maybe uh, in the back of your mind, but you're thinking in the back of your mind, I might have gone a little too far. I might have said some things that I don't actually believe, but I can't really go back on them now because that would be embarrassing, and I would lose an argument. I would be wrong on the internet, and that can't happen. Um, if you're more or less just a normal person who may have gotten themselves in over their head a little bit, and you become emotionally engaged uh, with open source software, and you might need uh, just need to get right, and just need a little bit of perspective. I would suggest that you uh, call Bob, ask him for 2 grams of mushrooms. If he says yes, then you call one of your friends who you really enjoy spending time with, and you say, "Hey, I need to do this because some rando on the internet told me to do this, um, because he says it's going to help me uh, in my interactions with strangers on the internet." Unlikely, unlikely. We all know this is unlikely, but maybe it happened. Maybe I don't know. Uh, and your friend says, "Fucking great, fantastic. Let's do it. Uh, let's do some mushrooms together." So you bought 2 grams. Now I don't want you to take both. I don't want you to take a gram apiece. That would be ridiculous. All right. What I want you to do is I want you to each take, particularly if you've never taken mushrooms before, I'd like you to take, let's say, a 1/4 gram of mushrooms, something like that. And they taste awful. You have to like get some, yeah, you have to get like something really sweet to put it in. Usually, like even if you just like dunk it in some soda or something like that, just down it real quick. They taste like ass. They're terrible. Okay, but once you take them in about 45 minutes or maybe an hour, something like that, you'll start to feel a little bit different about stuff. And it'd be very, very subtle, very subtle, very subtle. And typically at that low of a dosage, you're not going to see anything. You know, again, I'm not a doctor. I'm a rando on the fucking internet that you're listening to. Like you're listening to this right now. Like that's anyway. Uh, you take that quarter gram and then you think about stuff. And one of the amazing properties of mushrooms is that typically if you got some bullshit going on, it becomes a lot less important. Uh, and not only does it become a lot less important, it becomes obviously less important. It's not like you forget about the bullshit. No, no, no. It's not like alcohol where you're just drinking to forget. That's not how this works. You remember all the bullshit you did today, and you say, "Wow, that was fucking stupid. I can't believe that I said that out loud to a stranger. I cannot believe it." And now the thing is, it wears off. So it wears off. Like I don't know, if you take more of it, it like wears off in like 3-4 hours. I don't know, about a quarter gram. Let's say it wears off in 2 hours, something like that. So what you have to do is you have to take a little notebook, and you and your friend, you can, and it'll be a good bonding experience too. Like you'll talk with your friend and realize how much your friend means to you. Like your friend's your friend. Like it's an amazing thing. You have a friend. It's fantastic. But you'll realize how little all this other shit means to you, and you have to write it down. Unfortunately, this means nothing. And um, then you take that notebook the next day. It'll wear off in a couple hours. It's not gonna, whatever. It's no big deal. All right. Uh, but you'll remember for a while, for like 6 hours, how dumb the shit you're doing on the internet is. And that's a gift. It's a gift, and you can get online maybe even during that 6 hours. You don't have to wait that long. You can do it while you're doing it. If like you and your friend are cool with it, like you can get online and like talk to the people that you insulted today, and say like, not, you don't have to talk to them in person. You can just send a message saying, "Look, I was wrong. Um, I overreacted. Uh, the stuff that I claim to care about, I actually don't give half a shit about. I'm just I'm just I'm just human, and I want to win an argument on the internet, and I'm sorry." And and you will be shocked at what people will forgive you for. You will be shocked at what people who are your sworn enemies, your blood enemy, will say, "Oh fuck, like I'm sorry too. Like I really didn't mean it." Hopefully, imagine if that guy took mushrooms too. It would be a love fest. Be a love fest. And that's what folks should do. Yeah, I got nothing else to say here. Uh, yeah, you need to be kind to people on the internet. That's what you need to do. I'm out.